If you're an Amazon seller that wants to start connecting with your Amazon customers via email marketing, then keep watching because this video will give you a powerful step-by-step process to getting started. I'll be sharing with you how to get your Amazon customer's email address, then how to best go about emailing them so you avoid the junk folder, and what to offer and ask them when you're actually able to reach them. First, I'll kick things off by telling you who I am, what kind of services we offer in our Amazon marketing agency, and why you should even want to email your Amazon customers in the first place. So let's jump into it. So real quick, if you don't know me, my name is Ian Smith with Evolve Media. We're an Amazon marketing agency that helps sellers boost the conversion rate of their listings using photo and video content. We actually put many of our conversion rate boosting strategies into our free Amazon listing checklist. You can get access to this by going to zonchecklist.com. At Evolve Media, we help sellers rank higher, get more reviews, increase their PPC return on ad spend, bring in new customers through off-Amazon marketing strategies, and we even help sellers obtain their Amazon customer data like their names, mailing addresses, emails, and phone numbers. So if you need help with scaling up your Amazon business, then book a free call with me by going to evolvemediaagency.com. All right, so now let's jump into why you should even want to email your Amazon customers in the first place. So why should you even want to email market to them in the first place? Well, there's actually a lot of benefits to being able to email your customers. You can get them to do a lot of different things. So first of all, you can just ask them for a review. So just having some kind of a review ask follow-up is gonna help you to actually get more reviews and possibly more positive reviews. The other side of that is negative reviews. If you got a negative review, you may potentially have their email address, so you could potentially reach out to them, try to right that wrong, and try to actually get them to change their review into a positive review. Now, another thing you can do when it comes to the top review section on your Amazon listing page is you can get more positive reviews put into that area. Now, how do you do this? Well, you want to ask people to click on the helpful button for the 5 and 4-star reviews. Now, how you would do this is you basically can get a special URL that is only going to display all the 5-star reviews that you have on your listing, and then you can link that page from an email that you send out, and you can ask everybody to go and click on the helpful button on all the 5-star reviews in that page. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to put all those 5-star reviews in that top reviews section, and it's going to drown out and push down any negative reviews that you get. Now, it doesn't take a lot to actually make a big difference with this. If you can get 5 to 25 people to go and click on the helpful button on those 5-star reviews, that may just be enough to basically pin those 5 and maybe even 4-star reviews to that top reviews section, and this is going to greatly increase your listing page's conversion rate. So apart from getting them to click the helpful button, you can get them to join a product tester club or like a focus group kind of thing, where you basically, whenever you want to launch a new product, you can send this product out to them and they can test it, they can give you feedback, they can say, hey, this quality maybe need to be a little bit better, or hey, I don't like this variation. Or you can also get them to do a search, find, buy type of process where they search, look at your competitors' listings, and then go through a rebate process. Now, I wouldn't really recommend this because it's slightly dangerous, slightly risky, but either way, if you get them into your product review club, you can get some really valuable feedback for your next product launch, and then potentially get some reviews from some of those product testers. Next, you can simply just get them to come back and buy again. Now, this is great if you have a consumable product that you offer, but if you don't have a consumable product where it doesn't make sense for them to buy that same product month over month, then you can always cross-sell them to buy a different product in your overall product lineup. And my last reason for you as to why you should be email marketing your Amazon customers is because you can run some sort of raffle giveaway where in order for them to enter this raffle giveaway, they need to either take a picture of themselves holding up the product. Now, this is great for social proof. And maybe if they took a picture of them holding up the product, they can get one entry into the giveaway. But if they took a video, a short little video of them talking about the product, holding up the product, giving their thoughts and overall what they think about the product, then maybe that video entry would be worth like 5 to 10 entries. And you can kind of get a lot of people to submit a lot of photos and videos to you, great for social proof. And then you can use those videos on landing pages, potentially on your Amazon listing. You can get them to post in the video slider. You can get them to actually post it as a review, potentially. Again, that's a little risky when you start to mess around with reviews. You could potentially also create a compilation video from all those videos and photos and put that in your actual product listing, main image carousel. But ultimately, the best way that I would say to actually use testimonial photos and videos is on a landing page, and and then you're gonna drive external traffic like Google search ads or TikTok ads or Facebook and Instagram ads to this landing page. They can watch and look at all these different videos and photos, and then they're gonna be linked over from the landing page over to your Amazon listing, get some keyword ranking juice in that link process, and overall you're gonna be able to bring in more customers through external traffic and hopefully get their emails as well so that you can continue to email market to them. Okay, so there's a lot of different benefits to email marketing your Amazon customers. So now let me talk about how to actually get your emails, how to then go about emailing them, and then what kind of content and platforms you should use on an ongoing basis to continue to email them. All right, so the first way that you can get your Amazon customers' email address is kind of like what I mentioned before by driving them to a landing page. This is before they actually buy, and on that landing page there's an email pop-up or an email capture that incentivizes them to give you their email address. So it can be by giving them a discount promo code, it could be enter to win XYZ, it could be a free digital download. I mean, whatever you can do to get their email address from them, so then now that you have their email address, once they buy, you can then follow up with them with the different marketing strategies that I'm gonna be talking about later in this video. Now, the second way, and more easier and lower cost way to actually do it, is to actually use our Amazon customer data download service. Now, how you would do this is we basically would link up with your Amazon account. We then export out the names and mailing addresses of the past 3 or 4 months of Amazon customer data. Then we do an email append, which we're basically using their names and mailing addresses to find their email address out in public records and databases and things like that. Then once we have their email address, usually it's about a 50% match rate. So if we had 1,000 names and mailing addresses, we can usually find about half of those people's email addresses. So now that we have their email addresses, then that's the next step of how do we actually go about emailing them, because technically they did not give us their email address. They did not opt in for email marketing. So this is a cold email marketing campaign that you would need to run. So the first recommendation on which platform to actually go about using to cold email market to these people is gonna be Lemlist. So Lemlist is an email marketing platform that is specifically designed for cold email marketing. So they're not gonna shut you down and you're not gonna be going against the rules if you're emailing people that didn't opt in to give you this permission. Also, I love this kind of sub tool inside Lemlist, which is called LemWarm. Now what this does is it's basically a network of email inboxes and a network of people that it's all automated, and basically LemWarm or Lemlist is controlling all these email inboxes and it's sending emails back and forth from different people. And if an email goes to somebody's spam folder, then it's taking that out of the spam folder, marking it as important and putting it in the inbox, so that that's going to tell Gmail and Hotmail and Yahoo and all these different email servers that that is an email that belongs in the inbox. So as they do this like hundreds of times, over weeks and months, that's going to overall train the Gmails and Hotmails and AOLs of the world to naturally put emails from this domain name into the inbox. So this is going to greatly help your deliverability and help you avoid junk folders. Now, LemWarm and Lemlist is definitely a tool that I highly recommend. Whether you're using Lemlist for their email marketing or not, you definitely want to be using LemWarm, because that's going to be warming up your domain name with the Gmails and all the different email servers out there. Now, I do recommend to not use your main branded domain name, right? Create a different domain name that's maybe not on brand, it's a different brand, just in case something goes wrong with the email marketing or something goes awry, right? Maybe Amazon finds out somehow. I mean, this never really happens, but if Amazon were to find out that you're emailing their customers, you would at least have that safeguard of it being from a different domain name that doesn't include your brand name in it. So to get this, I always recommend just going to a Google Workspace account, creating a Google Workspace, buying the domain through Google as well, because it's just so much easier to set up. It's only like $10 or something, and like $5 a month, but I definitely would recommend get your domain, a brand new domain from Google Workspace, get your Google Workspace set up, and then now you have like a branded custom domain Gmail address that you can start emailing to. Then you're gonna wanna link that up with your Lemlist account, get LemWarm going. Now LemWarm itself is only $29 per month. If you want Lemlist and LemWarm, which is basically the emailing and the email warm platform and tool, then that's gonna be $59 per month total. Now that's gonna allow you to email about 100 to 150 emails per day, cold emails. Now that's a lot for some people that are just getting started, but if you're an Amazon seller with thousands, like 10,000 and 20,000 email addresses, then you're gonna wanna do the next step, which is integrating Klaviyo and using Klaviyo as well. But before I jump into that, let me first tell you that if you are wanting to use any of our services, whether it's to get your Amazon customer emails or to have us help you with setting up these email marketing platforms and email marketing systems, then head over to evolvemediaagency.com to learn more about our different services that we offer to Amazon sellers, and you can book a free call with me there. Now, there is a bit of a setup process when it comes to actually linking a Gmail, branded account with, custom domain name with Lemlist. So it's a little bit tricky, but once you get the hang of it, there's setting up like domain name DNS records in your domain. It's got to set up like DMARC records, and it can be a little bit tricky, but once you get that down, again, reach out to me and my team if you need help. Once you get that down, then you can have the option to either create multiple Lemlist accounts and have the ability to send anywhere from like 100 to 150 with one account to then maybe sending like 200 to 300 using 2 accounts. Or, at one point I actually had 3 different accounts sending out emails, so I was able to send about 500 emails per day using different Lemlist accounts. But if you don't want to use this, then I would recommend opening up a Klaviyo account. Now with Klaviyo, you need to be very slow rolling it and very careful, because Klaviyo is a platform meant for email opt-ins. This means that people opted into your email marketing, they gave you their permission to actually reach out to them via email. So you don't want to go and just hit 5,000 people at once through your Klaviyo account. You want to slow roll it and start off with like 200 to 500 emails being sent out at once through your Klaviyo account, and then slowly, every other day or once a week, you go in and you add in more emails, and you can set up a sequence so that once you add another batch of, let's just say 500 emails, it'll automatically be added to a sequence, and then this sequence will send out, let's just say 3 to 4 emails to all these different people over the following, let's say, couple weeks. Now, ideally, this Klaviyo email sequence and funnel would be going on in conjunction and in parallel with your Lemlist emails. This is to be added in so that you have both Lemlist and Klaviyo going. Now with Klaviyo, they have a dedicated domain option which increases your deliverability to the inbox. So I highly recommend that you get that set up. That's a little bit of a process. You need to then go into your domain DNS settings again, and you need to add some custom records and things like that. But that's gonna allow you a dedicated server to send your emails from. And again, it's gonna help you avoid the junk folders and land your emails in the inboxes. I mean, what's the point of doing email marketing if you're just going straight to the junk folders? So you need to make an active approach and an active effort to trying to avoid junk folders and try to get your emails in the inbox as much as you can. I mean, me personally, I've been doing a lot of these different efforts, and my open rates for emails right now range anywhere from like 40 to 60%, which is very high. Normal industry average is like teens and 20%. So if you do these extra things to ensure that your domain name is very trusted and warmed up with the Gmails of the world, that's gonna help your delivery, as well as getting a dedicated domain set up with Klaviyo. That's gonna help your delivery as well. And then the more emails, now this kind of transitions over into the type of content that you should be sending your actual customers. So once you're at the point that you got Lemlist and Lemwarm going, and by the way, you should be using that same domain name for your Klaviyo account so that you have that domain name looking good with, the emails that you send out from Klaviyo as well. But once you have things rolling and you're able to start sending emails on a regular basis, then I would recommend sending out offers like coupon promo codes, and telling people, hey, we just put a new coupon on our listing. Typically, I see better results with the coupons on the listings performing better than people putting in promo codes. Amazon promo codes just don't work that well for some reason. But as far as other offers, you could literally just offer a free product to your customer base, and then after they get the free product, then if you ask them for a review, they're more likely to actually give you a review, because that whole reciprocity thing is taking over, and it's like they feel compelled to give you a review because you gave them a free item. So sometimes that's a good funnel. We've done that a lot in the past. You give them a free product, then ask them for a review after that, and they'll actually give you a better review. Going back to what I talked about before, you can set up focus groups, product tester groups. So as you launch new products, you have these people ready to go buy your product using certain keyword phrases, ready to review your product, ready to give you feedback on that product before you go buy a ton of inventory. So there's a lot of things, like I talked about in the very beginning of this video, that you can do once you have those emails going. But ultimately, when you're emailing people on a regular basis, you want to lead with content. You want to give them valuable, helpful information on a regular basis. So let's just say that you sell a skincare product, and let's say it's for your face. So you want to give them tips on how to, reverse aging or remove wrinkles or clear up the skin a little bit from blemishes and things like that. So you can give them, 3 ways to clear your skin. Tip number 1, don't eat as much pizza. Pizza and greasy burgers and things like that, that's going to really make your skin break out more. Tip number 2, you can use our product, or you can use a cleanser. Give them tips and advice on like how to accomplish their goals, that it's not all relating back to them just buying your product. You want to just be helpful helpful for them. And obviously with the subject line, it kind of needs to be a little bit clickbaity, but ultimately if they see that it's very value leading type of subject line, their chances of clicking it and opening it and reading it are a lot higher. All right, so that about wraps up everything that I wanted to really cover in this video. You know, we got the benefits of emailing customers, how to actually get their emails. Like I said, we offer this service. Reach out to us at evolvemediaagency.com. We can get you a good amount of your past customers' email addresses, then how to actually get yourself set up with the platforms, Lemlist, Lemwarm, Klaviyo. Slow roll things. Don't go and blast 10,000 people at once. You need to slow roll it. You need to warm up those domain names with the actual Gmails out there in the world. You need to use a different domain name than your main branded domain name just to, you know, be safe and just in case things go wrong, you know, use a secondary domain name, and then use Lemlist in conjunction with Klaviyo. And when it comes to the content, don't be super salesy, don't be super offer driving, give them value. And then once you have your list warmed up and they're like, your open rates are really good and they're looking forward to your emails, then when you actually hit them with an offer like Black Friday deal or a Mother's Day deal or St. Patrick's Day deal or any kind of like little holiday that goes on through the year, they're more likely going to actually act and jump on the offer that you give them. They're more likely to actually take action when you've been hitting that list regularly. So again, if you need help with regular email marketing, me and my team would love to help you out. evolvemediaagency.com. Thank you for watching this video. If you got value, please do click that thumbs up button and I'll catch you in the next one.